Hello guys, my name is Naveen. I am currently pursuing BTech final year in Vishnu Institute of Technology, Bhimavaram. I am recently completed my full stack web development virtual internship on Webstack Academy. It is very great internship and also I have learned a lot of things during the internship. So first of all, full stack web development means there is front end and back end technologies as they is there. So combining the front end and back end is known as full stack. Um, there are various stacks are used in full stack web development. In this internship, I am using MERN stack. MERN stack means MongoDB, Express.js, React.js, and Node.js. And front-end architecture is mainly consists of the user interfaces. User interfaces are designed using the HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Developers design the responsive layouts for best user experience to the users and also use dynamic content to engage the users. And the client side logic. Sometimes front-end developers also implement the client-side logic using the JavaScript framework and libraries to add interactivity to your website. And mainly the user experience is the main concepts in front-end technologies for efficient and robust user experience gives the best experience to the users. And backend architecture, mainly backend architecture is backend consists of the APIs and database and servers is there. For backend handle the server side logic and querying the database, handling the user requests and gives the response to the client side. API development, mainly API means application programming interface. Mm. APIs are used to communicate between the server and the client. Um, it allows the server to exchange the data between the server and the client side. It is very crucial backend for the backend architecture. And database management is also there. The database means we have for any website we are using back database is there in the servers. Database is mainly used for storing the data about the website, and they also ensure that the data integrity security is there for the database. And also it is mainly for used for efficient retrieval of information required by the application. And database design, for database design we are using different concepts. Mainly data modeling is the main concept, and it is data modeling is used to analyze the database for the requirements and also gives the relationship about the data entities and where is the structure the database, and it is also used to relationships about the data and schema implementation. Schema is the blueprint of the data, and database schema is implemented using SQL or NoSQL databases. When schema implementation ensures that efficient storage, retrieval, and management of data. And query optimization means optimizing the queries for when a user requests any information, then query is fired and the response is back to the user. For uh, for fast performance we are using query optimization. Robust security robust security means for database we have to give security to unauthorized access from the unauthorized access. And backup means whenever is there any crash is there, then we have to rebuild the entire database. It takes a lot of time, so backup is used at that time. API integration for full stack, API is very important, and it is mainly used to communication between the server and the client. And there are various APIs are there. We are using RESTful API, and API need to transform the data formats and handle the pagination, provide filtering and sorting capabilities to meet the front end requirements. And then we are using HTML language to design the web pages. HTML is the one of the language is only language to make the web pages, and it is very basic language. It is also scripting language. HTML means hypertext markup language. And there are for HTML documents, one structure is there. The structure where head tag, there are some tags is there. So the mainly document consists of head tag and body tag. The head tag consists of the metadata about the web page, such as title, scripts, and styles. And body tag holds the information about the web page. Mainly content of the web page is situated in the body tag. HTML elements is there are various HTML elements, structural elements. Structural elements are used to structure the content in the web page. There are various tags is there. H1 tag. H1 tag is used for heading, and P tag is used for paragraph. Div tag is used for division. And semantic element tags are there. Elements like articles, nav, and footer provide the meaning and context to the content. Media elements. So for web page, we are sometimes we need to integrate the image into the website. So at that time, media element tags is used. There are various tags is there. Image tag, video, and audio are one of most used one. HTML attributes. Source and alt. Source attribute specifies the source of an image or any data, and alt attribute is provides an alternative text for the source. Href attribute sets the URL for a hyperlink, and target attribute determines where the linked content opens. Class and ID. Class attribute groups the elements together for styling, where ID attribute uniquely identifies an element. HTML headings. In HTML, there are six headings is there from H1 to H6. These are mainly used for heading the content. Mm, HTML paragraph is there. P tag is used to create the paragraphs of text on a web page. Formatting. Paragraphs can be formatted using various line elements like B tag, I tag means italic, spacing. Proper spacing between the paragraphs or within the text is essential for readability. HTML links. Internal links use the anchor tag to create the link to other pages, and for external links we are using href attribute to link the external websites. And sometimes link styling CSS can be customized appearance of links, such as changing the color or adding an underline to the web page. And CSS. CSS is very important for any website development. CSS gives the styles to the website, and it makes the your web page more beautiful and look attractive. And CSS means cascading style sheet. It is a fundamental technology used to control presentation of styling of web pages. It allows designers, developers to separate the content presentation and creating visually appealing and responsive websites. CSS is style sheet language that describes how HTML elements should be displayed on web pages. It provides control over the layout, color, font, and other visual aspects. CSS syntax and syntax. There are various ways to use the CSS in in HTML document. CSS follows a simple syntax of selector, property, and value. Selectors target the HTML elements to be styled, while the properties and values define the value styles to be applied. CSS selectors offers a wide range of selectors from basic element and class selectors that one's attribute precising target. Properties and values. For any CSS property, there is for any CSS we use property and value. CSS provides an extensive set of properties, everything and typography and layout to color and animations, enabling comprehensive control over the visual representation. Property values. For each CSS property accepts a specific set of values ranging from keywords and lengths to function complex data types, allowing for precise control and customization of your web page. CSS layout and positioning. Normal CSS default layout mode where elements are positioned according to their document order, and the CSS box mode positioning. CSS offers advanced positioning techniques such as absolute, relative, fixed, and sticky, allowing for precise control over the element over the HTML pages. CSS responsive design. Sometimes some web pages are not look attractive on the mobiles, but you look very attractive on desktops. So CSV responsive design is useful to make your website is responsive one for any device. Designing for mobile devices first, then progressively enhancing for large screens. Ensures a seamless and accessible user experience. Conclusion and best practices. Then we are using another technology called React.js. React.js is one of the most used front-end JavaScript library. It is open source. It is mainly used for building the user interfaces, and it is developed and maintained by the Facebook. React has become the one of the most popular front-end frameworks in the world because it uses the component-based structure. With its component-based architecture, virtual DOM, and declarative programming model, React enables developers to create efficient, scalable, and maintainable user interface. What is React.js? First of all, JS means JavaScript. React.js is an open source declarative JavaScript library for building user interfaces. It was developed by the Facebook, and in React, it is mainly used for user interfaces. And in user interface, the main part is divided into components. And React.js uses virtual DOM. Virtual DOM is only used in React.js. Instead of virtual DOM, instead of directly manipulating the browser's DOM, React creates and manages a lightweight in-memory representation of UI called the virtual DOM. When state of an application changes, React.js efficiently updates the virtual DOM and then applies the necessary changes to the actual DOM. By using virtual DOM, the performance of the application increases. React follows a component-based architecture where the UI is broken down into reusable self-contained component. Each component encapsulates its own logic, state, and presentation, making it easier to develop and test and maintain the complex user interfaces. Key features of React.js is it is popular library, and it lot of libraries is there in React. It is uses virtual DOM for performance, and it uses JSX syntax. JSX means JavaScript XML language. It incorporates the HTML into the JavaScript. At the heart of React.js concept of React.js modular reusable building blocks that encapsulates the both visual representation and underlying logic of a part of the user interface. Each React component has its own state, which determines how it renders and how it behaves. Components can also receive data and instructions from their parent components through the props. React uses unidirectional data flow and predictable efficient application architecture. By composing these versatile components together, developers can create complex UIs that are easy to remember, test, and maintain all the time. State management in React. In React, state refers to the internal data of a component that determines its behavior and appearance. State is core concept of the React application. It represents the current condition of the user interface. Proper management of the state is crucial for building the dynamic and interactive web application. Local state versus global state. React allows you to manage state at different levels of your application. Local state is the state that is specific to a single component and typically handled within that component only. And global state, on the other hand, is the state that is shared across multiple components in your application. Managing global state can be more complex, but it is essential for building large scale applications. Lifecycle methods in React. Lifecycle methods in React are a set of built-in methods that allows you to control the different stages of a component's lifecycle. Mounting is one of the lifecycle method in React, and updating is also one of the lifecycle method. These methods are used to manipulate the components in React. React hooks. React hooks are a powerful feature introduced in React 16.8 that allows you to use state and other React features without writing a class component. Hooks are special functions that let you hook into React features like state, lifecycle, and more. They provide more concise and flexible way to manage component logic and share it between the components. There are various built-in hooks are there in React.js, that are like use state, use effect, use context, use reducer, and use ref. That allows you to add state, manage side effects, and more to your functional components. Mm, Mainly, routing in React. React.js is mainly used for single-page web application. So it doesn't use it for multiple pages. So to give that functionality to the React.js applications, we are using routing. There is one package is there, React Router DOM. React Router is a powerful library that enables client-side routing in React application. It allows you to create multiple pages and navigating between them without a full page refreshes. Routing in React revolves around the concept of components and routes. Components represents the different pages or views of your application, while routes define the URL paths that corresponds to those components. Styling in React is a critical aspect of building modern and visually appealing user interface. React.js provides a wide range of options for styling components, from traditional CSS to more modular approaches like CSS in JS. One popular method is to use CSS modules, which spokes CSS styles to individual components. Then we are using MongoDB database for my application. MongoDB is a MongoDB is one of the most used library, and it is a NoSQL library. It is used for many applications. It is most popular one, and MongoDB operates on a document oriented model. It allows you to greater flexibility, scalability in handling large and complex data sets. MongoDB is a document oriented database. It stores data in flexible and JSON like documents with the dynamic schemas. MongoDB is designed to be highly scalable both horizontally. It can large volumes of data and traffic loads by distributing across the multiple servers. Key features of MongoDB as it has flexible schema. That means we can add as many data you want. You can store, and high availability and scalability. MongoDB's replication and sharding features enables high availability and horizontal scaling, ensures that application can handle large amount of data and traffic demands. Data security. MongoDB provides robust security, includes access control, encryption, and auditing to ensure the protection of sensitive data. Data modeling in MongoDB. Embedded documents. MongoDB's document-oriented model allows for the embedding of related data within a single document, reducing the need of complex joins. In case where the data relations are more complex, then MongoDB supports referencing, where documents are linked to each other, enabling more sophisticated data modeling. MongoDB query language for any database, we need to one language to access the database, to access the information in the database. So MongoDB query language is one of the languages used to access data. CRUD operations are there. CRUD means create, read, update, delete. MongoDB's query language provides CRUD operation, allowing easy to manipulate the data within the database. And indexing and optimization. Indexing means we can, by using indexing we can easily search the documents in the database. MongoDB aggregation framework, data transformation. The aggregation framework MongoDB provides powerful set of tools for transforming and processing data, including grouping, filtering, and sorting. Then React Redux Toolkit. It is one of the package used in full stack web development for is powerful tool and library that simplifies the process of building complex state-driven React applications. It is mainly developed by the Redux team. It provides a set of tools and utilities to streamline the Redux development. Why use React Redux Toolkit? React Redux Toolkit significantly reduces the amount of code needed to set up a Redux store, define actions, and create reducers. This allows developers to focus on writing core business logic of their own application rather than spending time on setup tasks. The toolkit provides a set of developer-friendly utilities and conventions that help maintain consistency and best practices in Redux-based application. This includes features like automatic immutable state updates, easy handling of asynchronous action, and powerful debugging tool. There are various concepts in React Redux Toolkit. That is, React Redux Store is the central hub that manages the application state. React Redux Toolkit provides a configure store function that simplifies the creation of and setup of React Store, including handling middleware and middleware like Thunk, etc. Slices. Slices are a central concept in React Redux Toolkit. They encapsulates the logic of an for a specific piece of an application state, including actions like create slice function helps you to define the initial state, write immutable state actions, and auto generate actions and action types. Creating Redux store. We can use Redux store using the configure store function from the React Redux toolkit. Add slides. We can to manage the specific pieces of your application state. You can define slices, which slices are defined using the create slice function. Each slice encapsulates the state, actions, and reducers for a particular feature of your application. Action. Defining actions and reducers is one of the concepts in React Text Store. Actions are plain JavaScript objects that describes the type change that need to be made to the application state. React Redux Toolkit's create slice function automatically generates actions. Reducers are pure functions that take the current state and an action and return the next state. They describe how the state should in response to a specific action. That's it. And we can see the demo of my project, which is during my internship I had developed one project which is HomelyHub. It by using this project we can book the hotels, guest houses all over in India. So first of all, we need to connect the database using the MongoDB. So I am already connected to the localhost 27017. Then go to the, this is my project code. Mainly my project consists of backend, which is a backend and APIs, all their routes, all there in the backend. And front end is there. Front end is the user interface. Front end is developed using the React.js. In front end, there are node modules, public source folder is there. In source folder, there is components folder is there. In components folder, accommodation, home, my bookings, payment, property. These are the my user interfaces. And CSS is used for styling the web pages. And story is used created using the Redux React Redux toolkit. And as you know, for every folder we need to create one store, one action file and slice file. Both we have to create. So let's start our project. So go to the terminal, then split the terminal. First of all, change directory cd backend and click npm start. This also cd frontend, click npm start. Why it shows server? Let's reconnect it. As you can see that the database connection is successful. So let's connect the front end. So it takes time to come to start the server. So let's open the application. So as you can see, the front end webpack compiled successfully. So let's move to, this is my HomelyHub application. In that application, we can log in through email. So I am new user, click new user, then enter your name, maybe enter your email, um, enter your password, confirm the password, enter your mobile number. Let's enter the mobile number, then click register. As you can see, you are registered successfully. Then go to login, then enter your mail ID and password, then click login. As you can see, you are logged in. So for selecting, click this, For more images, you have to click this one. You can see some more images that side. If you want to book, then enter the start date, end date also. Then enter number of guests and your name and your mobile number and book this. Then it will go to the payment page. Enter your card number. I'm giving random number. Give the accurate number, then it will go to the payment page. After payment page, you can see your bookings are shown in this page. You can also, my profile is also there. If you want to change your name, click edit profile, then change your name, then update profile. As you can see, my full name is changed. So if you want to see your accommodation, then if you want to add your new accommodation, then click your title like new place, then enter your address, photos, description, all that thing, then click save. Then you can when you click save, your accommodation is saved into the my accommodation. As you can see, I have nothing saved, so it doesn't show anything. So in this way we have developed a project. So that's it from my side. That's it. Okay, thank you all. Bye.